Go. Winnemucca. Hey, there's Lacey.
Good morning, everyone. How are y'all doing?
Good
There's Nana Cat
morning.
and Michelle Mosaic. Good morning, sweetheart.
Good morning, ladies.
Yeah, she is. She's telling me that why aren't they here? Why aren't they here? She's supposed to get a bath this morning, and
She's got a spa
there's a
day.
yes, it's her spa day, which only takes about 30 minutes for her. Whereas for Tia, she gets a little bit more nip and tuck and trim and everything. Lacey doesn't have to be trimmed, but anyway. Good morning, Mimi. How are you today?
Good morning, Mimi.
I like how she said that. Great morning. Yes, ma'am, it is. But anyway, they're running a little bit late. I don't know what's going on. Good morning, Lulu. How are you?
Good morning, Lulu. I got your card yesterday.
Aw,
Good
how
morning,
sweet.
Sharon.
And
Good
there's
morning,
Michi. How
Lacey.
you doing, sweetheart?
There's another Maureen.
That is Nammy G. She doesn't know what's going on, but so
Oh,
everyone,
hi, Mammy Jean.
so everyone that sees the blue Maureen, that's Nammy G. I'm at work, but actually got your notification. Well, that's great.
Hi, Amy. Hi,
And
Robin.
there's our
Hi.
crafty Amy.
Hi,
Katie, good
Katie.
morning. And there's Sharon. Good morning, ladies.
Goodness, we're
I was
rocking
watching,
already this morning. DK
I know, look
Jen.
at this. I was watching Michi for a little while last night, and Sherry K popped in there, and it was like, uh, well, getting close to 10 o'clock, I think. Anyway, and I was like, Sherry K, what are you still doing up? She said, my recliner hasn't called me yet.
Who said
Oh,
that?
please. Sherry K. She was still up last
Mm,
night. Normally, she's in bed by 8:30. 9 is really stretching it for her because she has to get up so early in the mornings. But she
right.
was still going in and blowing last night.
Oh,
But Michi showed some very pretty yarn. Oh my
it
gosh.
always does. You know,
Mm.
I was in bed. I didn't even get to see Juan. I was in bed.
Oh,
Hi, Darcia.
there's DK Jen and Darcia. How are you, lovely ladies? It does, doesn't it, Mimi? She says, Sherry has warned me not to sit in a recliner. It grabs your energy. Good morning, Mary. How are you today?
Good morning, Mary.
Yes, that was awesome. Sherry K won. She had a little giveaway during her live last night.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, I had to get a drink. My sinuses have just been, ugh. I keep all this gunk in my throat right here. And oh my word, if, just talking
Hi,
for a little bit, it
Gwen.
gets all yucky. Oh my gosh, ladies, I just got 2 expression fiber art bags in the mail and ATT guys fixing my internet as well as we speak. I may need to pop up tonight. Oh, awesome. Well, give us a little heads up, okay? So we all get notified. She was having to do her live on her phone last night. Just finishing some toast for a snack and going to crochet now. Well, that's awesome, Jen. Who snuck in? Oh, Mama Gwen, how are you this morning, sweetie? Congratulations. Yes, ANT, that's who we use. 5G. Oh, okay. Well, we have Verizon, but of course, with having to stay in motels rooms and everything, we always use the Wi-Fi that they have. So I have, though, on occasion, had to use the hotspot on my cell phone because, sometimes, like this morning, we had a power blip and it took about a good 5, maybe 10 minutes for the internet to come back on. And I thought, man, I sure hope I don't have to bail out on Carrie this morning.
Oh my.
Yeah. And I mean, it was like just that quick. I didn't even have to reset the clock on my stove or microwave, but the internet was really slow coming back up. Good morning, Mara. You getting ready for school?
Good morning, Mara.
And then Mara had a nice little live
Hi,
last night
Susanna.
showing us how she makes her stitch markers. That was cool. Hello, Susanna. How are you?
Alexa, no, stop that. Mm-mm. Bad girl.
Mimi said, I forgot to announce the Mara raid. Mara says, hi, Michi. That's great to hear. Yes, leaving in a few minutes for work. Well, that's good, sweetie. And Katie is lurking today. She has to get my butt in gear for the shop update tomorrow night. I know. I can't wait. Oh, well, okay, Michi. She says, I have to get back to work.
Okay, love you,
Well, thank you.
girl.
Yes, thank you for popping in. Well, I hope everyone is having a good Thursday.
God, I
The
woke
weather
up and
here
thought
is,
it was Friday.
I know. um, the weather here is already, the breeze is nice. It's not windy, it's just a nice soft breeze. But the humidity, oh my goodness, it's already bad. Oh, she said I did a short members only pop up live this morning and it ended right before we came on. Goodness,
Oh,
girlfriend. Good morning, Nifty. How are you?
good morning,
She says, I
Nifty.
have coffee and I'm working on my poncho this morning. Nice to see both of you. Happy Thursday. Yes, ma'am. Happy Thursday to you.
Oh,
Mama Gwen, how y'all been to get content on Jen Reeves' channel? Have y'all been able to get content? No, Didn't she have some problems with the weather? Let's see. Robin's weather says it's 69 degrees. The wind is blowing from the east and she has 53% humidity. Oh, you received the Stitch Dictionary. Which one did you get? She got it from Michi's party that was given by Shirley Bain. She loves the book. It's amazing. Yes, I have a couple of Stitch dictionaries. It did go out and you can't get any of them.
good morning, Tiffany.
Oh my goodness. Susanna says it's supposed to be cooling down, but we've got another week of 32 to 35 degree weather and it doesn't drop lower than 20 degrees Celsius overnight. Well, that's good. Good morning, Tiffy. How are you? DJ Jen says, I wish it was Friday. I've got a bunion starting on my left foot and it's very painful. The doctor last week told me I needed to buy wider shoes. That's all the help I got. Are you kidding? Oh, the complete book of crochet stitch designs. That's good. I've got, well, I'm not going to say. Zip. Well, good morning, Danger. I didn't see you creep up there. Of course, I was reading the chat. How you doing, pretty boy? Did you see a bird? Did a bird fly by the window? Good morning, Gail. How are you? Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning, Gail.
Yes. All right. Yeah, I know which book now you have. 500 Classic and Original Patterns. It's amazing. Well, that's good, sweetheart. You're going to enjoy that book. Good morning, Jane. How are you today?
Good morning, Jane.
Tiffany says, I'm good this morning. I went to bed last night at a decent time for once. Well, good girl.
Are you calling him? That's chaos. Yeah. Danger's on my lap.
We have a couple of cats. They're a brother and sister that are 2 years old. And one of them is called Pumpkin Spice. That's the little boy. And the girl is Cinnamon Stitch. Stitch. Not Stitches, but just Cinnamon Stitch. Warren named them. Don't ask me why we came up with those names, but I kind of think it has to do with the fact that we got them around Christmas time. One is his mother's and one is his. And they're not quite as dark as Danger, but oh my goodness, they're beautiful little orange tabbies. Mimi says, I've been working on my first Afghan. I'm calling Stitch Sampler. Oh, it's a new stitch with every color change. Oh, well, yes. Those are nice blankets. Everybody's saying hi. Good morning. Well, speaking of the Afghan, how many of you only work on blankets certain times of the year? I was watching one of Bag O'Day's blankets. In fact, it might have been the one where she was explaining a little bit about the Matrix blanket. She calls it a.
Good morning, Beth.
Good morning, Beth. I think she calls it an inlay or an overlay mosaic. And Nana Cat, you work on them all year long. Yes, and she made mention of the fact that she doesn't work on blankets or. Let me back up. She doesn't put out as many, videos during the summer because most of the things that she likes to work on are winter items. And I was just wondering, how many of you do set aside like your blankets and Afghans, that kind of thing, because it just gets too warm? Mimi says, this book came at the right time. Let me back up here. Now I'm sad that in Mara's pop-up this morning, I thanked Shirley and found out she does not have this book. Oh, well, that's okay, sweetheart. If she wants it, she will get one. Jane says she works on them all year long. I know Carrie works on them all year long.
I do.
Beth says I work on them all the time. Well, as long as you just listen, Mara, I know you'll be a good girl. Last summer, Robin says I had to turn on a fan while I was crocheting a blanket. Darcia does them mainly all year long. Oh, me too. Well, now I have to back up. I didn't work on the show lot through the summer simply because where we were at, I had to kind of pick and choose the projects I could work on because the hotel we were staying in, the room was a little smaller. But I did get it finished. In fact, I got it finished just a couple of weeks later than Wayne's nephew's wedding, but I finished it and made it into a wedding present. So
Robin and Jane were introduced to a new world last year.
yes, they were. Uh, yeah, I know. Michelle Mosaic works on whatever she wants to, um, whenever she wants to. Right now, she's working on shorts. Mimi says, I'm so new to crochet, so I'm sure I will work less on the blankets in Texas as the heat heads as Texas heats up. Yes, but you know what, Mimi? Um, if you'll get yourself even just a TV tray and put it up on the TV tray and just work on what you need to right here in your lap, you'll find that that really does save on heating up your internal furnace. Tiffany, I will work on a blanket kind of whenever, but I get too warm working on it. I'll put it on the side and work on something else for a while.
Hi, Sam.
Good morning, Sam. How are you? Back up here a minute because I know I missed a comment. Okay, Katie says, I take projects to the pool in the Georgia heat, but stick to small projects. Blankets and sweaters are for the air conditioner. There you go. That's right. Darcy says she's working on a throw blanket right now. Good morning, Laura. How are you? Excuse me. This bod shawl is going to be the end of me. The last few rows will not come out to her stitch count. Huh. You might send her a comment, on that particular video there and see if anyone else is having problems, and be sure you mention the rows.
I didn't realize I was in the dark.
Well, I didn't notice it. I was reading the chat too much. Beth says, looking through the comments, everyone else is the same. So everyone else is having a little bit of problem there. Well, then I'm sure she'll go back and count that section. As that in video 3, Beth? The 23 through 32, I think. Laura, I woke up with a chill.
Bye, Robin. Have a great day.
Oh, you were caught in the rain and the winds were
Miss
high.
you.
Oh, Laura. Got soaked. Ooh, she's going out for a lunch date. Wow.
It's your sister.
Just a second.
Maureen Shirley donated the stitch book that I won. That's why I was surprised she didn't have the book. Yeah, that is surprising that she didn't have the book. I'm working on the sloth stuffed animals based on the ones in The Walking Dead. Okay. Yes, she does, Gwen. Yeah, if you go to her number count, it comes out to be 46.5 stitches on each side on row 33. Huh.
sorry, just her checking in. Yes, she does. She has a birthday party on the 28th. Her and Daniel are celebrating together because they both have the same birthday. They will be live 2:00 Eastern. I don't know what that makes for the rest of the world, but
This crazy cat.
46 and a half stitches? Huh. If you go by her number count, it comes out to be 46 and a half stitches on each side, row 33. Okay. Yes, Darcia, it's crazy that they do that, isn't it? Well, I protest. She says, trying to resubscribe to people YouTube unsubscribed me from, and we were two of the people. Can you believe that?
What?
YouTube unsubscribed her from you and me.
Really?
Yeah, she had to go back in and subscribe to us. Well,
Huh.
I think I'm going to lodge a complaint. Not that it would do any good, I'm sure.
That's weird because she's always here.
Yeah. Oh, I saw Granny D's name pop up there. Do you know that she is one of about 5 channels that, thank goodness I know their schedule when they come up, that I always have to go to her page to click to find her live. I never get notified. Never, ever. Beth said the same things happened to her, but she went unsubscribed from us, so. Good morning, Susie. How are you?
Oh God, I don't want to go to my mom's. I'm gonna realize that it's Thursday. My caregiver
Oh,
just
she
got
said,
here.
okay. Beth says, I haven't been getting notifications from a lot of people.
Well, yesterday you guys didn't get a notification because I didn't get up until after 6:30.
Yeah.
Or wait a second, I didn't go live yesterday.
Right. She was at the
Tuesday.
doctor's, and that's why.
Tuesday,
Yeah.
you guys didn't get a notification because I didn't get up until after 6. That's why you guys didn't get a notification for bingo. My bad. I'm sorry.
In fact, folks, I had to call her and wake her up. I said, "Are
Good
we?"
morning, Susie.
Good morning. Yes,
I was sound asleep.
she was. I said, "Are we playing bingo still?" And she goes, "What?" Oh,
Yeah, we are.
yeah. And I said, "Well, I just wondered because number one, it wasn't set up." And she's like, "Oh man, I forgot." And yeah, it was a quick scramble.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, Sharon, that's awesome. She said, Carrie, I had my evaluation Tuesday to get more care hours at home.
Oh,
Aw.
good.
Darcia said she had to do that last night. She had to do it on Michi's and a lot of other people. Goodness.
Huh, that's weird.
Yeah. Michelle? I didn't realize it'd been that long. I haven't bought any new yarn in 2 years. I think I need some glow in the dark and or black light yarn. Who has the glow in the dark and black light yarn? I have no idea. I know,
I
Sharon.
haven't bought yarn all year.
Mm-hmm. Tiffy says, I miss playing bingo with you guys, but I just can't get up that early. See, Susie said the same thing. She's been unsubscribed from a lot of people. Mimi says, Michelle, I admire your restraint. Well, she's really trying to use what it is that she has. So Mimi says she's wanting some of the reflective yarn. Oh, Sharon's done really well. She says, I've done good so far this year. Only bought 2 skeins for a specific gift. DK Jen says that she has some reflective yarn and glow in the dark yarn. Do you remember where you bought the glow in the dark yarn?
She's in the UK.
But I seem to remember, didn't Froggy buy some glow in the dark yarn too? But I don't remember where she got it from. May have to check with Froggy. Oh, she says, who has the reflective yarn? I have no idea. Those are yarns that don't interest me. Mimi says, I keep my yarn in a covered storage container and it's still only the one. Well, boy, have you got restraint. Sharon says, I got glow yarn off of Amazon. Glow in the dark would be fun. Yes.
Oh, dark yarn.
Don't tell Michelle that, Mimi. She says, Temu sells glow in the dark yarn.
And the reflective was from Hobby.
DK Jen says glow in the dark yarn from Temu, but also Lion Brand, I think, sells it. The reflective is from Hobie. Okay. Yes, I do, Michelle.
I quit buying from Temu. Temu is just as addicting as yarn, you guys. So be really
careful. It is.
Be really careful because it can suck you in.
Yes, it can.
Oh my God, it can. I saw a thing where they have a 5-pack of good sized yarn balls for very inexpensive. Now, I don't know what they feel like, but
yeah.
And I'm not buying yarn right now, so I couldn't.
Right.
I couldn't check it out. Hi, Pat Cray.
Good morning, Pat Cray. Joanne's has the Red Heart Super Saver on sale.
But
good morning, Sandra.
Good morning, Sandra.
Oh, she says that she's bought reflective yarn made from Red Heart, but she doesn't know if Red Heart still makes it. And Beth says, I have only bought yarn for the items that I sell. Oh, there you go. Yes. Mimi says, I'm not sure where, but I need the reflective yarn for making fur babies sweater for night walks and to make bracelets for granddaughters and their friends. Oh, yes, they'll love that. Oh, really? Let me back up here. DK Jen says Temu sells milk yarn that's really soft, but I've stopped buying from Temu for now. Oh, also Caron Simply Soft is $3.49 at Joann's.
Not to get in a huge controversy, but I'm going to say this, and I don't want any retribution. Please. All of the stuff from Temu comes from China.
Yeah.
So if you don't, didn't you, kitty cat? Stop it. If you don't mind getting stuff from China, then shop at Temu.
Yeah.
But if you don't want stuff made in China.
Well, it's not just made in China. Some of the sellers are from like Vietnam and Japan, Thailand.
Thank you, Mara. Have a great day. I mean, I bought shirts, and I mean, they have really cute sayings on them.
Mm-hmm.
Really cute sayings on them.
Mara and Jane both have been members for 10 months. That's great. Oh, Mama Gwen says that the milk yarn is acrylic. Okay.
No. That hurt.
Nippy, okay. And Mimi says, Jennifer thinks I seem to only find fingering and two-weight yarn there. And Jane's been a member for me
Hi,
for 3 months.
Bonnie.
Thank you, sweetheart. Good morning, Monty. Hi, girls. Working stopped in for a minute. How are you girls? We are doing great, sweetheart.
What is it that my grandpa used to say?
You get what you pay for?
No.
Oh. Beth says it's raining in Illinois and it's going to be doing that all day. Goodness gracious. They really need rain down here.
Oh my gosh, I can't remember what he used to say. And I got so sick of him saying it.
Well, you know, speaking about the yarn from Temu, I've seen, excuse me, quite a few content creators in our niche that have bought the yarn from Temu. And you know what? It's almost about 50-50. 50% say it's okay. Other 50% say I won't be buying this again. So I think it just depends on what you're going to use the yarn for, what you're willing to use the yarn for, you know, that kind of thing. So I don't know. I haven't bought any yet. In fact, I haven't purchased anything from Temu as much as I would really like to, because I just never know where I'm going to be. Oh, I just found glow in the dark on Temu, one skein for $5.28. I think I'd shop around
That's
a little bit.
expensive.
Yeah.
That's expensive for Temu.
Yeah. Oh, really, Susie? I haven't looked at the weather. In fact, I haven't had the TV on at all this morning.
It's 43 here and sunny.
Oh, look at you, Jane, you sweetheart. She did a super sticker this morning.
Jane. She did. Thank you, dear. I can't find my. She did one for you too.
Oh, you sweet thing.
She's
Trying to
okay.
get
This is for Maureen. This is
Thank
for
you,
me.
Carrie, for doing that. Thank you, Jane. You're such a sweetheart. Gwen said, was it Gwen? Excuse me. I've won a couple of packages of Temu yarn, and it's good. Awesome. Was it acrylic, cotton, blend?
Oh. Bye, Bonnie.
Oh,
you
Bonnie's
have a
got to
great
go.
day.
Yes, Bonnie. Thank you so much for being here with us today. Well, I hope they didn't forget about Lacey.
Yeah, because now it's
Her daddy is not going to be happy if he has to come in and give her a bath.
Well, I'd call him.
Well, I will after this, you know.
Acrylic, but said milk yarn.
Oh, okay.
Welcome back, Darcia.
Did it have labels on it? I mean, I guess that's how you'd know it was acrylic, right? I was just wondering how much was in the skein. Maureen, did you say you received 2 new bags? Not me. I haven't bought anything from Temu. Yes, she is. And she showed pictures. I don't know. I can't remember. Oh, I know. She said, I think she said that each bear is the basic, all follow the basic pattern. So I guess we get to choose which one we want to do.
Yeah.
She had a little brown bear and a black bear. Panda? Did I see a panda?
Yes.
Okay. No, I haven't gotten any new project bags. Yeah, Sharon says she uses mostly acrylic and cotton because she donates a lot of her makes. Good morning, Faith Louise. You taking a break from work?
Shh, don't rat her out.
Well, I'm sure we're not up loud enough for anybody to hear. You did? Oh my goodness, Sharon got a response from a little boy from Africa. Aw.
Oh, that's so cute.
That is. Oh my goodness. Nope, listening to you while I work. Okay. Well, we won't call you by name then anymore.
Hi, Michelle. She's in the bushes at the doctor's. I didn't get to read all that.
Oh, Susie's going to check out on us now because her son's there to take her to town. Well, you have fun, sweetheart. And good morning, Diana.
Fun,
how are
Susie.
you?
Have a great day. Hi, Diana.
It only says it in grams. Well, that's okay. Oh, all right, Pat Cray. Well, thank you so much for popping in here with us, sweetie. Her care nurse is here. Yeah, Mimi's checking out some information Jennifer dropped.
Jennifer, we're at Hobby.
Oh, she says it works up well and the colors are bright. Well, some yarn does get made in China, so. $50 grams, 64 meters. Okay. So that's about 70 yards. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for doing that. Made in Turkey for Hobie. Okay. Yes, Darcia, you're correct. A lot of yarn does come out of China. Well, my dear, it is time for us to have our devotional this morning.
Oh. Today is the 18th.
Yes, ma'am.
So that would be the 119th day of the year. No, the 109th day of the year.
The 109th. Good morning, Hugh. How are you? Been a while.
Hi, Hugh. Okay. Day 109. Gosh, that sounds so weird. 109 days without buying yarn. Love is the fulfillment of the law. Owe no one anything except the love one, except, wow, except to love one another. For the one who loves another has fulfilled the law. Romans 13:8. I gotta make this bigger. Not that big. Dear God, we thank you that every rule, every commandment, every ritual, and every custom was intended to help us become more loving.
Mm-hmm.
Move us beyond mere obligation, keeping into a state of thinking and living in which we are genuinely and deeply concerned about the well being of our fellow human beings, about the well being of the world around us. Let our deepest wishes and desires be informed by our desire to be a blessing to everyone we encounter. Crystallize in our hearts and minds that there is no higher law, no higher purpose than to live a life of love. Love is the fulfillment of the law. We pray in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Oakley dokley. What happened?
Oh, Hugh said we've had a lot going on over on my end. We lost my best friend last Tuesday, but I'm hanging in there. I wasn't sad or anything, was just happy she wasn't suffering anymore. Well, blessings to you, Hugh. I am sorry for your loss, but it's nice that you're happy that she isn't suffering anymore. And, you know, for those that we love, it is it's a sad time for us, but if it eases their suffering, I mean, that's a blessing. But we're happy that you stopped in to share some time with us today.
Yeah, definitely sorry about your loss.
Yes, we really are.
You know, you did come in last week and you said that you were making her a bag and um you didn't get it done in time. I remember you saying that and I thought, well, that was kind of, how did you not get it done in time? But now that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, sweetie. So I got to show you guys how far I am on my wolf blanket.
Oh, yes.
That's how far I am.
Wow. That's neat. What's the other side look like? Did you freeze? Did I
No,
freeze?
no, I
Okay.
was reading what Hugh said. Um,
Oh, yeah.
Hugh, you'll be able to give that to somebody else, or you can keep it in memory of her.
That's right.
So, whichever you prefer to do. So I have to tell you guys, this has taken forever.
Uh-huh.
So the whole thing is black. I don't know what possessed me to do it in black and white.
Is that what the picture is? Black and white?
No, it's blue and white.
It's a
And
mosaic,
then
Sharon.
I'm doing the negative stitch, so it will be the same on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
But I messed up a little bit here. So it kind of looks the same, but kind of different.
Well, that might be okay.
There's a stitch here that I missed, and I don't know how to fix it.
Without ripping it out.
Yeah. You funny girl.
I slapped myself for you.
You
Yes,
funny
she is, isn't
girl.
she? And DK Jen's saying, what blanket? Wolf?
Yeah, it's a wolf blanket. And I can't show the pattern because the pattern hasn't been released yet. I did show the pattern by mistake before. I don't remember what day. But what that is, it's a piece of the dream catcher underneath the wolf.
Right. Well,
So,
to be fair, I would bet it's safe to say that they're going to be much more focused on the wolf than they are the feathers coming off of the dream catcher. Just saying.
yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, that'll look like they won't. I don't think they're going to notice. It's just for Jason. So it's not like,
Oh, it's just for Jason.
I mean, I'm not going to put it in the fair.
Right. Right. I got you.
You should have did a bright color. Yeah, Darcia. Hindsight's
Sharon?
2020.
Sharon says, eventually I need to learn corner to corner Graphghan. Well, I'm just now learning corner to corner, and I still can't make up my mind if I like it or not.
I did have a wolf corner to corner.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm. I can't stand corner to corner.
Yeah.
Danica, don't you be laughing at me, honey. And it would have been okay to do.
Right.
Because it would have had colors to change intermittently.
Right. Mimi says that she's working on a corner to corner bark at the moon. Blanket or pillow? I'm sure it's a blanket. Oh, Mimi's having problems with the Yarn Bee Velvety Smooth Sparkle yarn. Well, I can't help you there, sweetie, because I don't crochet with that. I like Yarn Bee, but I'm just not a big fan of the velvety stuff. Wow.
I have no problems working with black. But when you're picking up the negative stitch, and they say once you get used to picking it up, it's not that hard. But when you have to pick it up like you do in between stitches, I mean, when you have a row of them that you're picking it up in, like
Right.
this, it's easy.
Right.
You just pick it up. But when you're picking it up in between these little,
in between stitches, yeah.
it's hard to remember.
Mm-hmm.
Maureen, I was gifted 8 skeins of yarn.
Oh.
It's a problem for sure.
And Tiffany says Graphghans terrify me. It's the bobbins that would bother me. Oh, Sandra says I don't make graph GANs, but I do like the corner to corners when I want to make a diagonal.
Yeah.
I think I missed some comments up here. Color.
April's project I'm doing is fully sparkle with yarn from a few different companies. I've not had
Ooh.
any problems yet. Well, that's good, Jen.
That is. Beth says years ago I made a king size Miami Dolphins graph GAN, but not corner to corner. It had a dolphin in the middle. Wow.
Mimi said, I was told that if I mess up a stitch, count in
In.
the corner to corner. It will not work in the end.
That's
What?
absolutely right. I can attest to that.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't know how you can mess up in a corner to corner. Not that
Well,
I'm
the one
perfect,
I'm doing, right.
but you guys, I have to tell you, I I'm a frogger, not a frogger. I'm a fudger, and I have
Fudger,
been
yeah, you put
hanging
that.
out. I have been hanging out with Mama Swift, and Mama Swift will rip it out all the way to the beginning to fix it.
Yep.
Hi, Lydia. Good morning.
Good morning, Lydia. How are you today, sweetie?
To fix one mistake, she'll rip the whole entire thing out and redo it. One mistake.
Yep.
And
Yep.
so I'm doing this Asteria for her that I stopped working on. It's over here. I mean, I'm not stuck. It's just I put it up there. It's not even in
Put it in
timeout.
timeout for a minute. Yeah.
But if it's a stitch that you can't even tell and only you see it and nobody else is going to be like, oh, look, she made a mistake there. I'm not going to rip out the whole blanket to fix it.
Well, for me, thankfully, most of the time when I make a mistake, I catch it within a couple of rows. You know what I mean? But I'm like Trisha. It eats on me. And the longer I try to get past where I made that mistake, especially when I find it, it just, ugh. Good morning, Diana. How are you, sweetheart? Yep, Beth says the same thing. If I would have to frog very far back, I'll figure something else out.
But now, if I'm doing something and I notice it, I will rip it out. I won't say forget it. I will rip it out and fix it because I got Trisha in my brain now and it's horrible. Trisha brain. I'm doing good, Diana. Thank you for asking. How are you,
Well,
Maureen?
I'm doing great. Well, that's a good thing. You know, honestly, when you stop and think about it, it's a good thing to say Trisha's rubbing off on me.
Oh,
That's high praise.
You're so sweet. If someone was making me a gift and they made a mistake, I wouldn't care. It's the love that they put into it, making it.
Into it. Absolutely, Hugh. especially those of us that are crocheters, we're not going to sit there and look row by row to see. And quite frankly, anyone who doesn't crochet, they're not going to know what they're looking for or be able to spot
You
it.
guys, hi Stephanie. You guys, I have
Good
to
morning,
tell you,
Stephanie.
I did the Sherlock blanket, okay?
Mhm.
And I was on just like on the first set of rows, and it was a double crochet, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, black, white. And that wasn't the row. I messed it up.
Oh,
It was supposed to be a tree trunk, and it was supposed to be black, 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 white, black, 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 white, black, 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 white. And I didn't
oh my
notice
goodness.
it until I was doing the repeat that I had done that, and it was going to my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do the second part correctly, and I'm going to tell her that I put holes in the bottom of the trees for the squirrels. So that's the rule of thumb. I told her every single one of them all the way across was wrong, and I was like, well, it's for the squirrels. She goes, well, if you wouldn't have told me, I wouldn't have known it was wrong. I was like, what's wrong?
See? I was just said that's representing, either roots or grass trying to grow, right. Yeah. But no, I couldn't have let it. No, I couldn't have done that. I'd have had to rip it out.
All 6 parts? I was already halfway through the blanket.
Oh.
I didn't find out until I was back on the second part.
Oh, on the second part. Oh.
I was back to that part again. When I realized,
oh, I thought you meant in the very
my God,
beginning.
that's supposed to be black, black, black. Not black, white, black.
That is funny. Oh my goodness. Jane says, haha, I remember that.
Oh my God, I was so irritated. And it was like, I'm not ripping it out.
Yeah.
Because I would have had to rip out every row all the way. I mean, it was like row 5.
Mm-hmm.
That I would have had to rip it out too. All of it.
Oh goodness. No, that one would have been yeah.
I mean, I did this one and I made a mistake. Oh no, I didn't make a mistake. I decided at row 10 that I was going to do the negative stitch, which makes it reversible.
Okay.
I was on row 10.
Mm-hmm.
And I ripped it out to row 3. Well, the second white one, which is row 4. So I was on row 10 and I ripped it out to row 4. So that's 6 rows that I ripped out.
Well, that's not too bad. Yeah.
And I took the white row and I was going to just use the same yarn.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it didn't work. I was like this much short.
Oh.
And so I ripped it out again and I grabbed all of the yarn that I had and I was like, I'm throwing this away. And I can't remember who it was in Zoom. And they were like, don't throw it away. And I'm like, well, what am I going to do with it? Use it as scrap. I know scraps to you that is not a scrap. That's throwaway to you, but use it as scrap.
Mm-hmm.
So it's in a scrap bag. But
very good. Sharon says, I did a row of the deer pattern on the Sherlock and had to crochet over a spot to fix one of the faces. And Mary King says, that's okay. It just makes it one of a kind. Yep. Jane says, the only thing I let go is the wrong color because I'm good at that. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Jane, her and her wrong colors. Oh my God. Girl, I love you.
Nana Cat saying, wasn't it Mama Swift?
Wasn't it? Oh, yeah, it was. Use those as scrap. It was. Yeah. Evil, evil, Mama Swift. No, she's not really evil, you guys. She's probably one of my bestest friends from YouTube's.
Mimi says, yes, it is the corner bark at the moon, 3-color blanket. I'm a beginner, but the leader of my weekly crochet group gifted me the pattern and the velvet yarn. I think I know why now. The pattern or the yarn? I just this last year, the Irish say to let a bad stitch be in your work to release your soul from it. Oh, good morning, Michael. Oh, you're at the VAs. Okay, well, sweetheart, thank you so much for popping in here and letting us know you were here, even if it's just for a few moments. We appreciate that. Oh, she changed her yarn to regular sparkle? Well, it hasn't been until just this last year with some of my amigurumis, especially these ones that are the knotted loveys, that I've worked with some chenille yarn. But I mean, it's all right. Of course, you have to use a bigger hook with it, and it's like I said, it's okay, but it's definitely not one that I would just pick up and start working with. And DK Jen says, I've never used velvet yarn or a corner to corner. Done a corner to corner. Well, the only reason why I decided to delve into working a corner to corner is because, I bought some skeins, well, quite a few skeins of that Red Heart Granny Square pattern yarn. And I thought, I've got to do something with this. And some folks like me that couldn't get it to work, I thought, well, there's got to be something better to do with this. Several people have made hats, scarves. They've just used it for other things. But, and I thought, well, I'm going to see how this works out in a scarf. And like I said, I'd never done a corner to corner. So that's what I'm doing with it. But my OCD, oh my goodness, that. Ugh.
I have to correct myself. I didn't rip out that row. I added, I tied a knot and added the skein of white,
Mm-hmm.
and then just finished it, and then took away because I wasn't going to knot all those.
Right.
And then just put the rest in a bag. But
isn't that the truth, Mimi? Can't wait for him to get finished. How much longer do you have on it, Michael?
what is he doing?
He's working on a project.
It's a what?
He's working on a project.
Oh. Yeah, I want to see it too.
I just wonder how much longer he has. Yes, it's a Tunisian blankie.
Tunisian blanket. Oh, wow. Oh, I did know that.
Mm-hmm.
From one of his lives.
Yep.
I'm a lurker, Michael.
I normally, whenever I go into lives, try to let folks know, hey, I'm here. Howdy, everybody. And but I'm going to be lurking because I like to really just sit back and listen to everything that's going on. And every once in a while, I'll pop up and make a comment and everything. But I'll turn it on and it gets to going, and I just sit here and crochet away and never say a word. So a lot of times, folks don't even know I'm there. But that's okay, as long as I join in with my thumbprint and sit back and listen.
Yeah.
Like I was listening to Michi last night, and Wayne got up once to go to the bathroom, and he popped open the door a little bit, and he said, "Are you watching a movie?" I said, "No, I'm watching a live."
You know, Faith Louise did I think it was a washcloth, and it was a different stitch. It's a stitch that I don't even know if it's in my Tunisian book, Tunisian stitch dictionary. But it was so pretty. And she is learned a word.
Learned, yes, past tense.
She went to a Tunisian workshop and learned it.
Oh,
That sounds like it's not right. It sounds like I'm talking gibberish.
no.
Okay. Anyway.
Nana Cat and Beth say I do the same thing. Just work away and listen.
And then she's making another one in another stitch that was really pretty. They learned two stitches.
Oh, well, that's nice.
But that washcloth was beautiful.
Oh,
Nice grip.
Yeah, somebody must have made a comment earlier about.
Did we miss something?
I think so. Oh, Sandra said, curious, pencil or knife grit? I'm pencil. I am too.
I'm knife.
Yep.
But see, all Tunisian people, I think, are knife. I took a class with Tony from TLC Yarn Craft. That stitch is my new favorite stitch. I knew you'd be listening, sweetie. It looks so good. That washcloth was beautiful. I wasn't sure if it was the one with Tony or not.
Oh, I love watching Tony.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to Dana and see if Dana will get her to go next year for the Yarny Social. Because she needs advance notice so that she plans a year in advance.
Right.
Especially if she's going to go this far.
Right.
So. Anyway, oh my God, it's 9:03.
I know. I was just getting ready to tell you that we have been here for just a wee bit over an hour. Want to say thank you all, as always, for popping in here and sharing your time with us. And I do hope those of you that have been lurking and listening, just like we talked about ourselves, that we were able to keep you up pretty much with what was going on in the chat. You all remember to be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know, could be your light that they need to see. Love you all so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we will see you tomorrow.
Winnemucca, it's time to go. I don't like that.
Bye, everyone.
Anyway, we love you guys. Take care. Can't think of anything. Be a blessing. Be kind.
Yes.
Smile.
Yeah.
Bye.